The next management lesson I would like to put across is establishing your credibility as leaders. It's important that your combination of your character and substance is shown as a credible professional. That comes out of consistency. Consistency doesn't mean repeating the same. It's a value-based behavior. On account of the personal dislike, one of my auditor picked up my name and informed the regulator that I was engaged in buying and selling of the currencies or stocks at the cost of the institution. It was 12-13 years before. The regulators were informed. The central bank governor was surprised, and they came in here and they looked at the transaction. Meanwhile, we got a communication that this inspection team is coming, and I was put into acid test. Courtesy, the central bank governor called me and said, this is what he's doing. What's my school of response? And I've told him very clearly, this is extraordinary for me to believe somebody can put across this message to you. Now I'll refrain from any more communications unless I clear my name. And that's what the reassurance I given to the central bank governor. Now, it was about a simple transaction. When the global financial crisis was visibly shaking the world, the stock market was crashing. One of the world-class universal institution, bank, was so cheap. I used my personal wealth to buy out the share. And when I was asked what's the status of the market opportunities, I was informing my own committee that I have done this personally, and the managing director of the bank asked me to buy for the institution also. It's my personal decision. I have taken it on the same day, instantaneously I have taken action. But when it comes to corporate execution, you have to go to the cross-functional committee. Next immediate meeting, when we had this opportunity to transact this, we did it. And again, after 3 or 4 days, the price went up. I bought it low and I sold it. And essentially, I made a sizable profit. When it comes to corporate management, again, the execution was in the next meeting. So there is a time lag of 2-3 days, and the price was different. And the profit was also made, but it was not as much as I have made in percentage term. That was the case. And clearly, there were constructive evidence to the terminal to show that the timing was different, the pricing was different, the profitability was different, and there was no element of any nepotism or a fraud. But it was exaggerated, and as on date, I don't have, in my professional banking career, I never borrowed and never misused, whether it is a transaction fee or service charge or any value advantage a customer has got, I have not even availed. So essentially, the integrity was put to test, the credibility was put to test, and I was cleared after independent audit appointed There were a series of transactions, and there had been a deviation from the principle-centered truth. That enhanced my value as a credible professional in the institution, in the eyes of the regulator. That's the point I want to make. Credibility is important for you to have a long-standing partnership with the regulators.